You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White sports fans, we're going to be talking about Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick took the maize and blue game at the University of Michigan and made it all about himself. He took the spotlight from college athletes. Nobody was talking about the spring football game. Have you guys noticed that? All of the attention was given to Colin Kaepernick. And he had his throwing session against no defenses, just throwing around, making some passes. Didn't really mean much to me, man. When you're throwing with no defender coming at you, that doesn't say much. Now, the great Roger Staubach is 78 years old? He can still fling the football in his 70s. He ain't jumping on the football field. And I believe that should be the same thing with Colin Kaepernick. I don't believe he can play anymore. But Kaepernick, after that throwing session, comes out and he wants to return to NFL slavery. Remember, this is the man that compared the NFL to slavery. He wore a Kunta Kinte shirt, so he is essentially Kunta Kaepernick. But let's look at this. Colin Kaepernick makes direct appeal for NFL return at Michigan spring game. I can help you win games. Okay, we're going to dive into some of his numbers here. Also his win-loss record as well. And let's go ahead and let's play this clip here because after the throwing session, Kaepernick had this to say. And maybe that Nike money is drying up. Maybe that Netflix money is drying up. So maybe that's why he's actually trying to go back to the NFL. Because he truly may not believe he's actually going to get a shot. Then he can just play the victim once again. And then he'll get more money. That's the way the grift works. But let's listen to Kunta Kaepernick here.
Coach Harbaugh, he's always been phenomenal for me. From the time we met at the Combine, my pro day, to him drafting me and choosing to start me. And, from there, our relationships continue to grow and develop. So, phenomenal person, phenomenal man. A lot of love for Coach Harbaugh.
And what does it mean after all of these years that he has you come back here, be an honorary captain, and put on that throwing exhibition as well?
I mean, it shows who Coach Harbaugh is. He does this for me. He's someone that he's going to fight for you. And his relationship with you goes beyond just football. He loves you as a person. So my relationship I've maintained with him, his dad, Jack, and his family. So, it's phenomenal to be able to reconnect in person after the pandemic and a few years apart.
And how are you feeling out there? Do you think you could still play NFL football today?
Oh, absolutely. We still get out there, sling it. Really getting out here today for the exhibition was to be able to show that I can do that. It was one of the questions that my agent kept getting was, well, it's been 5 years, can he still play? So we want to make sure that we come out, we show everyone I can still play, still throw it, and really just looking for an opportunity for a door to open, to have that be a pathway to be able to get back in there, get a starting job, and lead a team to a championship.
And that's your message right there. But if there's an NFL scout, any member of an NFL organization watching you today, what is your message directly to them after the years that you have been off the field? What is your message to NFL teams?
That I can help make you a better team. I can help you win games. I know right now the situation likely won't allow me to come in and step into a starting role. I know I'll be able to work my way to that, though, and show that very quickly. So to the teams that have questions, more than anything, I would say, I'd love to come in for a workout. I'd love to sit down with you and have that conversation about how I can help you be a better team.
So this guy just begged to get back into NFL slavery. Maybe Kaepernick has that slave mindset, but he says that he can help teams win games. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that Colin Kaepernick actually did make it to a Super Bowl with the 49ers with Jim Harbaugh as his head coach. But if you look at Kaepernick's win-loss record, especially the last 2 years in San Francisco, Oh boy, it is bad. 2015, a 2-6 record. 2016, the last time he played, 1-10. This dude went 1-10 as a starting QB, but he says, I think I can help teams win games. And for his career, folks, even with the one season where they went 12-4, Colin Kaepernick is 2 games under 500. He is a 28-30 starter. And the last time we saw Colin Kaepernick here. Now, the only good thing that he had from 2016 was that his touchdown to interception ratio was pretty good, 16-4. But that was all the way back in 2016. Now look at this. His yards per attempt. Colin Kaepernick, 24th in the NFL. Now, I don't really care about the passing yards because he only played 12 games, 16-game season. So kind of a little bit more difficult to justify that. But 6.8 yards per attempt, 24th in the NFL. Kaepernick also, if you want to use ESPN's QBR, and guys, you got to remember, 50 is average. By ESPN's QBR, Colin Kaepernick, 23rd in the NFL. A 49.2 QBR. Below average. He's not even average. Below average. Now, the regular NFL rating, Colin Kaepernick here. His rating, this is actually the best one right here. 17th in the NFL. 90.7. 90.7. Completion percentage. Where's Kaepernick at? Where is he at? Oh my goodness. 26th in the NFL. 59.2. Not very good. Not very good at all. But hey, Cap says he can help teams win games. Well, 1-10. The last season you were in San Francisco, and I said it before, guys, quarterbacks make the difference in the team. He didn't make much of a difference there. His last couple of seasons in the NFL, Kaepernick went 3-16 as a starting quarterback. 3-16. Let that sink in, folks. See, I just gave you the numbers there. And he's willing now to take a backup role because if he does get an opportunity, I believe, and there's probably some sucker team out there that will try to give him an opportunity. Probably. I mean, the NFL behind the scenes is probably desperate to get Kaepernick back in the NFL because I believe that Kaepernick probably saw that Brian Flores lawsuit claiming racism. And we know that the NFL does not want to look racist at all. That's why they're having racial-based hiring now. Kaepernick probably saw that and said, wait a minute, hold on. I probably got an opportunity now. Brian Flores opened up the floodgates now. And we know, guys, Kaepernick can't play. A backup at best. And he's even said now he's willing to be a backup. But he had an opportunity to be a backup. He didn't want to do that. He had an opportunity to stay with the 49ers. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to opt out. Ravens were going to sign him. The Broncos were going to sign him. He had that workout. Changed the location. Didn't tell the NFL where he was going. So nobody saw him. Now he's playing the victim. Now he's back in the spotlight yet again. Boy, Kaepernick is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic, man. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans. Let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.